What's going on, guys? It's your boy the Madcrownxox on Anime, and today I'm here to give you my thoughts on Juni Taisen. But before that, I would like to tell you guys a story. A very interesting story that happened eons ago towards Chinese legend with the Zodiac animals. Centuries ago, eons ago, God decided to have a banquet, also a race towards 13 animals. In this race, the first one who would reach God first would get to sit next to him, therefore they will be more blessed than the other animals. As I said, there were 13 animals. But wait, weren't there supposed to be only 12 Zodiacs? True, but legend started to speak that there were supposed to be 13, and that 13th animal was supposed to be the cat. So now what happened to the cat? It's all to do with the rat. The rat knew it would not win the race for it's small, despite its speed, but when it comes to a race around the world, there's no way it could win. So, the rat decided to take out its arch rival, the cat. It told the cat that the banquet was delayed to another day. So the cat decided to sleep throughout the rest of the day, thinking there's nothing to worry about. Because of this, the cat was kicked out of the race, and therefore he was forbidden to ever come to the banquet ever again. Very sad. Now, with the next plan, the rat decided to climb on the ox's back. The ox was the closest to go to the banquet, and right when the ox was about to make it, the rat jumped right off the ox's back, and he won the race. Therefore, in the Zodiac, the rat is the closest to God, the most loved by God, therefore he was the most blessed. I first heard the story from one of the first mangas I've ever read, and one of my personal favorites, called Fruits Basket. It's a very shoujo reverse harem manga, and it's shoujo, and most people here are for, like, mostly shonen and stuff, but I guess you guys should give it a try. Even though the story is thousands of years old, I first heard the story when I was reading Fruits Basket, as I already said. So, why am I telling you this on a title called The Juni Taisen, which is also known as the Zodiac War? Well, that's pretty much what the Zodiac War is. The Juni Taisen, the anime, is pretty much the story I just told you. The exact same way. So, watching the Juni Taisen, I had no expectations for this anime because I never even heard about it. I didn't even know it was coming out. I just saw it and like, hey, this looks interesting. I might as well give it a try, and therefore I did. So as I am watching the Juni Taisen, I'm like, wow, this is some good artwork, this is some good sound effects, all that good stuff. It looks very pleasing to see, especially seeing how the first episode focused on one character. Therefore I thought, hey, this must be the main character. However, I found out she's a total douchebag. I'm like, oh man, I hope she dies. Then, turns out she dies at the end. She comes in, shows how awesome she is, we get to know her backstory, then she fights, and then she dies, unexpectedly. I thought, wow, this is very interesting. I like this concept. I can't wait to see what next happens in this anime. Then what have I told you? The first episode. It's the same formula used for the first episode. It's the exact same formula they used throughout the whole entire show. That's right. There's nothing special about the Juni Taisen. Despite how interesting the characters are, despite the great animation and artwork and great music, this anime doesn't have much going for it. I heard it's based off some novel, but even then, it still sounds like it sucks. And it was probably poorly adapted, sadly. Because my goodness, this was just terrible. I mean, this was probably one of the worst battle royale anime I've ever seen. And here's the worst part about this. The Juni Taisen already had a story set up for it, for a story that was created thousands of years ago. Not only that, it had 12 episodes to work on. If a movie like Battle Royale, one of the most iconic Japanese Battle Royale anime of all time, movie, well, just like story, okay? Story of all time, can actually pull off such a fantastic job for low budget compared to an anime that had 12 episodes. It had, I would round up to 6 hours worth of time to wrap up a good and well-made Battle Royale story, but however, it didn't have that. It kept using the same formula for every episode. They'll introduce you to a character that's going to fight, then they'll show you their backstory, they fight for a couple of seconds, then they die. I mean, the first episode had an amazing fight scene with great graphics and choreography, But then after that, the fights only seem to happen for less than a second. Most of the time, you can't even call them fights. It's like a surprise attack. They let the guard down, or they just die quickly because they suck compared to the other character who's more superior. So yes, this episode, the show as it progresses on and on, it gets more depressing and more disappointing. The depressing is how you can already tell what's going to happen next. The characters aren't that likable or really interesting despite you get to know more about them. And I have to say, there are very few characters I really did like or found interesting. Like, I was interested in Ox, despite his straightforwardness. That was probably his best character trait. I loved Monkey, because despite her kind of childish way of thinking that the world wants peace, but however mankind don't want peace. But my favorite character mostly was Tiger, because she was more developed, but I would like for you guys to see that for yourself. However, the show has nothing going for it. It doesn't add any twist or anything like that. All you know is that every couple years, 12 warriors come together representing each animal from the Zodiac and they fight. And the winner, the last one standing, gets to have any wish granted for them. I don't know how people profit from this. I don't know how people from the higher ups who are looking at this gain anything from this, but maybe it's some money, some charity organization thing. I don't know, but in my opinion, this completely makes no sense. Why is this happening? What's the real point of this? You don't know. All you know is that there's people of pie looking down at the warriors and they're gambling, seeing who will win. So probably just make some organization more richer than it already is. Because these people can't grant you any wish if it's beyond the power of money and politics and stuff like that. These guys seem to control everything. So world domination is something that they already have in their grips, but they don't care much about. They just care to be entertained. So, like I said before, the show has nothing going for it because it keeps getting repetitive. They have a character, they show his backstory, it fights, if you can call it a fight, and it dies. There are some characters that I do care for, I did wish win the Juni Taisen, but however, they don't. They just end up dying. Even then, a very pitiful death. Then the winner of the Juni Taisen doesn't even know what to wish for. They keep having this long, pretty much the last episode was this long drag about how he should have his wish, what he wished for. And in the end, it was some simple thing wish. Some people thought it very interesting, very meaningful. To me, it felt like a waste of time. I'm just watching this guy just overthinking everything. Just make a wish and just let it happen. Like everybody else in the Juni Taisen who won it before this main character won the Juni Taisen, and then they made their wish. Even one of the characters in the anime have won the Juni Taisen before and made a wish, and as you see, they were able to move on with their life without overthinking it. It was pretty idiotic. A lot of people thought it was interesting, but to me, it was dumb. It was disappointing. Like, you spent the last episode on this character who won a Juni Taisen. The only interesting thing about him was his freaking power. Other than that, no, I didn't care for him. He wasted his wish. Well, I guess it was benefited him, I guess. But in the end, it was just dumb. You're telling me all these other characters with better wishes died because you made such a crappy wish. The anime is terrible. I heard rumors from reviewers and people on forums and stuff saying that there could be another series of this. I hope not. Or at the point, I don't care. I probably wouldn't even go watch it because how much a waste of time it was. Me just sitting here trying to see what's going on. See, hoping they'll add some twists. Someone will try to screw over the game, but no, that doesn't happen. It's just the same thing over and over again. It was so boring. So, yes. If you even want to know the Juni Taisen, all you have to do is pretty much, one, read Fruits Baskets or look up the Zodiac, or the Tales of the Zodiac on Google. It'll pretty much tell you the summary of the Zodiac War. And way more interesting, despite how old it is. It's such a shame, such an interesting anime with great visual effects and interesting character designs be so repetitive. It didn't have to be boring, but it decided to be because it focused more on backstory than it did with the actual fights. And that was the problem with Juni Taisen. It was so boring. Most of the characters were hiding or trying to make alliances, but they end up dying by surprise attacks, or they let their guard down too much. Or, I'm already repeating myself, because that's exactly what this anime does. It repeats itself over and over again, just like I'm doing this video right now. I'm just pretty much repeating myself over and over again. This was a terrible anime, and I didn't like it. It was okay to watch, I guess, you know, to pass the time for entertainment. And trust me, it doesn't take much to please me. I'm not the type of guy to go on YouTube or forum saying, I only need these very complex characters to enjoy an anime. No, I just need something that's like, hey, this looks fun to watch, it looks entertaining to watch. Let's sit down, eat some popcorn or Doritos and watch it. I'll be happy to watch it. You know, why not? I'll give you a chance, and I did give Juni Taisen a chance. I'm surprised I was able to watch it to the very freaking end, but I did, because I was hoping for something interesting to happen, but no, nothing interesting happens. I'm not saying don't go watching anime, because my and your tastes are completely different. So who knows? You will probably have a better time with this than me. But other than that, I would give this a thumbs down. This was terrible. But yes, that's all I got for this video. You want to watch it for Juni Taisen, you can. So far, like 9 episodes are dubbed right now, and the anime just got finished yesterday. So if you want to go watch Juni Taisen, aka the Zodiac War, be my guest. Let me know what you guys feel about it, what you do, and if you have, well, there's always a comment section. I'll be welcome to hear your response and respond, because I am very interested to see how many people found this show actually entertaining, because even for my standards, man, this was pretty bad, and I have very low standards when it comes to anime. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll be much obliged. This is Madcrownxox Anime, shine out.